All right, try this again. Welcome back to the live. I'm gonna go over the boat that we're building again. Had a couple questions. I guess got kicked off or something. I am in a warehouse, so reception's not too good. All right, got the live chat going. All right. Welcome to the channel. This is the boat, 16 foot. It's a skinny water boat. It's made for backcountry. I mean, it's not meant to go to the beach and be in the Atlantic or the Gulf. It's made to chase down snook, tarpon, and reds in the backcountry. 2 feet of water or less, 3 feet, perfect size. So the previous boat that I had on the channel, I did a walkthrough with it. It's a little bit smaller. We own the molds for it, so we were able to extend the mold to add an insert. The last boat I had was 36 inches at the transom. This one is 45 at the top and 51 at the bottom. So it's a big difference. We also got rid of the console with the seat because it just took up too much room. So now I just have a smaller console, and then in front it's going to be put a cooler. So you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You're not taking up space. And you have a cooler as a seat. So whoever sits up front can have the cooler with a cushion. It's leaning against the console. I do have cushions for the back on this one. They're going to go right here. So the 2 cushions, I got to install them. I mean, obviously the boat isn't 100% complete. I'm still working on it. We just popped this out of the mold yesterday. So yeah, we added quite a bit of space for the boat. We extended the rear deck 4 foot. The front deck we extended another 6 or 7 inches. Still plenty of room. Tons of storage up front. I mean, you see me stick my arm in there. It goes all the way back here. Can't really see that good. I mean, easily fit life jackets, tackle boxes, everything. The bag's gonna go up front with your switch. Easy access. And also that's gonna help with the weight distribution to get some of the weight off the back because of the engine, the fuel tank. So the battery's gonna go to the front. The back has tons of space. I mean, just tons. Like, all the way back, my arm's all the way in, and up here is the same thing. I can't even touch the front, there it is. So you have tons of space. You can put a 5-6 gallon tank in there, no problem. We ordered a bigger hatch than what I had in mind. In the back, you can see where we build a little wall so your fuel tank's not moving around. Whatever you have back there won't get wet. Yes, we have the molds. The mold is sitting there. It's all covered and protected, so no dust scratches it and everything. And then there's a live well mold. The cap mold's over there too for the front cap. And then so it's we spray the gel coat, seafoam green, lay the material, and then we do our bulkheads so the boat doesn't move at all. Because if you were to take it out of the mold without the bulkheads, it could flex and move, and you'll have a different boat. So we do the bulkheads. Here's the bulkhead. Right here's the bulkhead, and here is the bulkhead for support and strength. And then the bulkheads go all the way to the back, and then we rest the top decks on top, and we all tab everything together. So also, all the decks are foam filled. They're sandwiched between fiberglass. So we do fiberglass, foam, fiberglass, which makes it extremely strong. And this is the transom. You see how thick the transom is. These are the drains for the live well and everything. And the transom is way thick. We put you see the thickness of the transom. Ideal motor is for this one is going to be 25 to 30 horsepower. Coast Guard regulation says we can't go over that. So this boat will go pretty good with a 30 horsepower. I will probably put a jack plate. So I'll put a hydraulic jack plate like I had on my last one. So that way we can get it super skinny and just keep running. So another thing that we do is We completely foam fill the floor. Like this is a false floor, meaning that this is not the bottom of the boat. The actual fiberglass of the bottom boat's in the bottom, and then we pour foam in it, and then we lay the floor. It's very strong, very stable. Also on the back end here, we build boxes for flotation. So the boxes from here all the way to the front of the boat, and it's foam filled. I mean, it's built strong. So that helps with strength, that helps with flexing, that helps with flotation. And then also in the front, if I take this off, we completely foam fill the front. Just trolling motor, electrical. All the wires are run through PVC pipes, and everything comes out through underneath the console. So this is just sitting like this because we haven't finished the electrical yet. Console's obviously going to face this way. We just wired everything from the outside so we're not in the boat getting it dirty and in and out. Boat comes with two pull-up cleats. One in the back, one in the front. It's got the bow eyes. It's got the two stern eyes. Normal boat. I mean, again, this boat is made for backcountry. It's made for shallow water. Good for chasing snook, tarpon, reds. It's made for the flats. Great boat for Flamingo, Everglades City. Super shallow. Anyone else got any questions about anything? You're running through the plumbing for the live well. It's got a pump that picks it up. All the hoses are run through PVC pipes, so if anything ever breaks, like one of the hoses, it'll just stay inside the PVC pipe, the water. So you're not going to have foam or water just going into the foam and water going everywhere. Oh, thanks. The color is seafoam green. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And then so what happens is it runs up into the live well. It sprays out the drain. It'll have a snorkel drain, meaning it's a pipe with a little cap on top so fish don't get stuck in it. And it's an overflow. And has that drains. It drains through the whole back of the boat. We ran another PVC pipe and drains through there. So if that pipe, that hose were to ever break, the drain hose, something happens, it has a pinhole, anything, the water won't drain into the boat. It'll continue to drain out the back. And also a lot of people don't realize is fish have slime and they have scales. Some of them die, some of them poop. They're animals. When you drain that into your bilge, all that smells. I mean, have you ever been in especially like a commercial boat, they don't really clean them like a normal recreational boat. And if somebody always drains the bait well or any kind of fish box into their bilge, you will always smell it because the fish slime will actually just get in the boat. You got to bleach it. It's not good. And then also the bilge pump is sucking up all that slime and it's just, it'll smell pretty bad. So that's why we always run everything through a separate hose straight out the back of the boat. So it doesn't dump into your bilge. It's not going to smell like rotten dead fish in your bilge, basically. What's the next question? What's the most difficult part of building the boat? So this was the first one we did. This size. My other one was the 36-inch transom. So that one we've built like 5 of those, so it's gotten a little easier. The most difficult part is figuring it out. Like how are you going to do the rigging? How are you going to do the electrical? Cutting the bulkheads. How big of space do you need? What are people going to like? No, my refrigerator isn't running, Jason. Like that's the most difficult part. Figuring out where everything goes. Yep. We have built some tillers in the past. I don't know. I'm not a fan of a tiller. It's kind of a nightmare, like with the little stick in the back, going back and forward, back and forth. I'd rather just be comfortable and... Yeah, actually, yeah. Fin breacher, your refrigerator broke. So, I mean, To me, the steering is the best way, and you don't really save that much money. A tiller is usually $500–600 more, and when you do buy like an engine, it comes with the remote, like the gear and the throttle and everything. So yeah, this is it. Anyone else got any questions about the boat, not refrigerators? Everything comes with lights too. I forgot to mention that. The front storage has a blue LED light. Live well has the light. So at night, if you want to go fishing at night, you got live bait. You have a light in there. You can actually see it right there. It's blue also. And we also tint the color of the gel coat blue, so that way it looks cooler. You fit trolling motors. We can't fit trolling motors. I don't recommend anything crazy. I had I believe it was a 55-pound thrust on my last one. And it moved the boat pretty good. I mean, you don't need anything crazy. You don't need like an iPilot. I mean, if you want to spend that kind of money, you can. I just put a transom mount, order a transom mount bracket, mount the trolling motor, and it does just fine. And then you just got to put a little strap and mount it to here so it doesn't bounce when you're in plane. I don't really use trolling motors. I'd rather either just like coast the mangroves or work the grass flats. And what I do put I don't have it here, I have it at the house, is a stick anchor. It actually mounts to the bolts of the engine. It comes out. And then it comes with an 8-foot pole. And then what I do is I put the mounting brackets here and here, and I Velcro them down. And that keeps the boat fine. I mean, like I said, you're going to be fishing in 3-4 feet of water the most. I mean, you're not going to be fishing offshore or anything. So I've never really used trolling motors. Not a big fan of them. And if you do fit a trolling motor, I mean, this is we put a lot of material on this, but what we'll do is we'll add, on my last one I did this, I added a piece of Kusa board to the bottom, and I fiberglassed it and then bolted it, because you want something really strong. You don't want to just drill into fiberglass, because that's how it cracks. And especially if you use screws, the screws will just work themselves out. You want to have some kind of something for it to grab really good with. Will you be selling that boat, or that's a personal boat? The last one we sold to a captain out of Everglades City. He does exotic fishing tours, like for snakeheads, peacock bass. And we actually just did some work to that one, and he saw this one for the first time, and he wants this one. I'm not sure. I mean, if he sells his and comes and buys it, then we'll sell it. I mean, I do have the molds, so I could just build another one. So, I mean, like I said, it is a big difference from the ones we built before. The last ones were 36-inch transom. These are 45. It's 56 inches in the middle. The last ones were 52. So we added a lot more boat to it. So it's going to be more stable, you know. Color is seafoam green again. The next one I want to build is probably going to be like a grayish color or just white. I like white. I mean, I think it looks really nice, clean. And then the way we put the stickers, we put like the flying fish back here. We have a logo, and that really pops with the white boat. And it makes it look really pretty. And then also the console, we'll put stickers there. It makes the boat look really clean and nice. And it looks really good. And the best part about it is they're the easiest to clean. And if you do scratch it or anything, you don't notice it as bad as you do when you have color gel coat like gray. The darker colors really show any imperfections or any kind of scratches or anything like that. So you hit it or you go to do some detailing and you mess it up, it will show a lot more. So I like the lighter colors. Anybody else have any questions? Oh, and the reason why we mount these speakers. So a lot of people ask, like, why do we mount speakers up here? So these are speakers. They are ran. The plumbing is run from the front of the boat. We run everything. The speaker wires run to the front, and it goes to the console. but I didn't have a stereo. I did have a stereo on mine, but I didn't put it till later on. These are actually access ports. So if you were to ever need to change any of these hoses or fittings, you would literally just take these out. These have a huge hole. You can fit a screwdriver, a socket wrench in there, and take the hose clamps off and change it out that way. That's why we do it. We kind of really think of every little possibility. If something goes wrong, that we can get in there and do it. This is not the battery. This is just a testing battery for all the electrical to make sure everything works. Anchor light, all the lights inside the decks, the front running lights, live oil light, live oil pump, bilge pump. You got to make sure all that works before you take it out. Plenty of room to work in the bilge. I just got to finish putting this in. We just took it out for testing because of the hose here. The steering cable, we had to take it out. Yeah, plenty of room for everything. Anyone else have any questions or anything? Need to know anything? Any fiberglass help you guys want help with or need help with? And this boat is 100% fiberglass. There's no wood. It's either foam, marine grade foam, or just fiberglass sandwiched. I mean, they're strong boats. Everything's foam filled. Solid. If it was a Ford, it would be built Ford tough, but it's not. I do have a page, a channel. It's called Flying Fish Skiffs. So I actually go over the build processes, some of the other boats, how they run, what they look like. So yeah, just, I mean, if you want to check out that page. And then Fin Breacher and I have a channel that we go fishing on this. My buddy throws, I let my buddy borrow the boat with his girlfriend, and he was throwing 11-foot cast nets off the front deck on the smaller one. So should be good. Yep. It's warm in the garage, in the warehouse. Do you fish or just cast? Well, do I fish or just cast? Last time I checked, I'm the one that caught that 3-foot cobia in 3 feet of water. I don't remember what you caught that day, but yeah, I catch some fish, you know. And remember, it's called fishing, not catching. So, yeah. Does anyone else have any questions about the boat or anything, or what we fish for? Yeah. Wow. I think tomorrow we're going to try and do one. If you guys want to follow Fin Breacher Fishing and Outdoors, he has the Sea-Doo Fish Pro. And, I mean, he takes that out to the Atlantic. He goes to Miami. He goes all over the place fishing for dolphin, tuna, wahoo. I mean, he never catches anything, but that's not the point. We're going to actually do a full walkthrough tomorrow live on this channel, and then I'll upload a YouTube video from the GoPro about, like, the whole thing. It's actually a really cool ski. I mean, I usually take the boat out. He takes the ski out. He could go just as shallow as I can, and the thing is pretty quick. Oh, and another thing, the 5-gallon tanks on these boats, they will literally last you all day long. Fin Breacher Claude, my 5th best mate, we all went out one day. The first time we took one of the boats that we built, I mean, we went out. I had a 3-gallon tank. I had a 20 horsepower on it. We took a massive cooler. I mean, we just overloaded the boat. And I mean, we were out there for 8-9 hours running around, and we didn't burn 3 gallons. And I even took an extra can with me just in case we ran out of gas and we didn't even use it. And I think Claude has calculated how many miles because he has a Garmin on his. I think one day we went out, we went over 60 miles running around. It was pretty, it was really stormy. I think I have a shorts uploaded on there running from the weather. And we went like 60 miles, and I probably didn't even burn 3 gallons. I mean, these things are super fuel efficient. The new 4 strokes are very good. I mean, Right now, the Rec 90 fuel where I live is what? Almost not even $4. I mean, for 25 bucks, you could literally run all day. Go fishing, go to the sandbars, you and another person full of gear. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's called fishing, not catching. That's why you do it. I mean, you don't catch much, bud. So again, I'll be with him tomorrow, hopefully, or not tomorrow. I'm sorry. Saturday, we're gonna do the video. So I'll go live on Saturday, and then we'll also record it with the GoPro, and I'll edit it up, and we'll go over the whole thing of the jet ski. And it's pretty cool. Anyone else got any questions or anything? If anybody would like to know, it's probably like 105 degrees in this warehouse right now, because I have the fan off so you can hear me talking. It's pretty hot. So yeah, this is the boat. We're not working today, and then obviously 4th of July we're off tomorrow, and then we're gonna start back up in a couple of weeks. Get her going. Yep, this is it. So they're called skinny 16s because, you know, they run skinny. And again, I have an Instagram for the boat channel, a YouTube channel. It's called Flying Fish Skiffs. And then on my personal channel, I did a full walkthrough of the other one that I had. That was a 36-inch transom. I sold that to a guy locally after a year of using it. And that one had the console with the seat, which I won't do that again. It just took up too much room. You get yourself a nice little cooler. It'll fit perfect in here. You can put your soda, everything. We're a really small company, so my dad's retired, so we just kind of do this. We are going to set up a website, but we don't really take orders. If anybody wants one, we start the build process. We don't do crazy custom work. I mean, what you see is kind of what you get here. We don't take any deposits because it does take us a while to build the boats. Like I said, I have a full-time job. My dad does this part-time. He retired and he needs to stay busy, so this is what we decided to do. And yeah, I mean, if orders, I mean, we don't really take a deposit. I mean, we'll probably take unless it's like a crazy color that I have to order to gel coat, then we will. But I mean, we finish the boat, and if somebody wants it, we give them a little bit of time to get the money straightened out, and then we sell it to them. And that's usually how we just do it. We don't want to take people's money, and we don't want to use people's money to build boats. We put all the money up front to build the boat, and then when we sell it, we just pay ourselves back and pay a little bit of money for the business. So nobody owes us anything, and I don't owe anyone anything. So that's how it goes. This is I got to finish laying it up. I just did the skin coat. I did this yesterday. This is a console. And what the next one we're going to do is we're going to put legs, and it's going to sit up higher. So it won't be a console like this. And then the tubes, all the lines will be run through a tube to the bottom. And it'll be like basically like the pulling platform legs and a console that you stand up higher. It's going to look good. This one is for sale. I mean, I would like to keep it for myself, but we will sell it. I'm hoping to take it to the water in the next couple weeks just to see how it flows and make sure it looks good and make sure everything runs. And then I'll put the engine and we'll test it. You do have to break in the new engine, so it's not like I can go wide open throttle right off the bat. You know, Suzuki. We use Suzukis. They have the best, in my opinion. I loved mine. It was the first one I ever had, and they have really good warranties. So you can reach us through Instagram or YouTube. We have a channel and we have a page, so you can just reach us there. You know, it's Flying Fish Skiffs on Instagram. Our cell phones are on there. And then also on YouTube, we have a channel, which I got to make the YouTube video for the company. This is just my personal one that I'm doing. So yeah, I mean, this is it right here. Yeah, good questions. Anyone else have any questions? of the process of the build or anything. You're welcome. And we are located in Cape Coral, Florida. Sunny Cape Coral, Florida. So about 2 hours south of Tampa and about 2.5 hours northwest of Miami-Dade. All right, I'm gonna get going. I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, Finn Breacher and I will be doing a lot of like lives. We're gonna try and do them once a week. Just go over fishing, boat stuff. We enjoy it. It's fun, you know. So if you guys have any questions or anything, don't feel free to contact us, and we'll try to answer anything we can. So yeah, I think Saturday I'm gonna try to meet up with my 5th best mate. His name's Claude, Finn Breacher on YouTube. He's got the Sea-Doo Fish Pro, so we'll go live there, and then we're also going to make a video of all the details of it. He's got it decked out pretty good. He's got the cooler and where he puts his big bags to put all the fish in it, even though it doesn't catch fish and all that. So yeah, I mean, it's spacey. It's nice. Him and I have gone out. I can only go out if it's super calm. I had back surgery, so I don't do good on jet skis. So I had back surgery a couple years ago. So I mean, if it's really calm, we'll go out. I think last time we went out off Boca Grande, it was like 10, 12 miles, something like that. And he I think he throws a net off that thing. Finn Breacher, you throw a net off the jet ski? Can't remember. Yeah, so Saturday we'll meet up, and we'll go from there. All right, I appreciate everyone watching. Thanks for all the questions. Have a happy 4th. Stay safe, and have fun out there.